Bullspittin numero 4.
Quattro, like that Audi TT. Quattro.
Yeah, that TT. I love TTs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want that 4, baby. It has been fucking hot as shit here in San Antonio lately.
Yeah.
Triple digits.
Sweaty underwear season.
So I've been without AC for like 2 weeks. I gotta come home and I gotta get butt naked. And then just have the fan on my junk, you know. No,
Oh my god!
Wife walks in.
She's all
like, "Are you ready
why
for
does
me?"
it smell like nuts in here?
Why does it smell like roasted nuts
Salty nuts.
and corn chips? No, I'm kidding.
Nasty. You want some roasted nuts?
Why does it smell like hot dog water and corn chips in here?
Nasty.
There was this stray dog that's been coming around in heat.
Swollen vajayjay.
That's swollen vulva.
Little dog burger.
Who ordered the rare?
Why does that dog have a White Castle slider?
My dog, I was taking him for a walk, right? And she was coming around, and it's like she would just make a beeline straight for him.
Tell everybody what your dog's name is. What's your dog's gender?
His name is Sparkles, and he's a boy.
He's a woke dog.
No, originally I tried naming him Boagrius, but it didn't stick because he's not a Boagrius. He doesn't act like a Boagrius. So Sparkles... And the dog, the stray, her name is Sandy.
How do you know that?
We just named her because she had a sandy color. Every time she would come around, dude, I swear, like she would show up out of nowhere like a ninja. I'd be looking around and like he's sniffing and he's like looking for her because like ever since he tasted her, no, he got all up in there, dude.
Like some Pornhub.
Some Pornhub.
For doggies, some Hound Hub.
He always crying to go outside. Once he like tasted her, right? I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but
yeah, that sounds nasty.
She was on his brain like 24/7. Like if he wasn't asleep, he wouldn't let me sleep because he wanted to go outside. She would find us. She would come out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like she teleports or some shit, man. Bark would be like, trying to just mount her. He's pretty small, so like the butt's right here, and he's like, dude, it's not gonna happen. If anything, she's gonna have to lay down for you, baby. She ain't gonna do it, man.
Trying to get some of that cherry pie.
Yeah, if I had the windows open or something, and if he saw her out there, he would go nuts, man.
Want some of that hooch cooch.
He wanted that dirty muffin. He wanted that street coochie.
Wants some of that hound hooyah. He wants to doodle with that poodle. He wants some of that lab labia. He wants that that RB sandwich.
Let me get that beef and cheddar.
Let me get that classic roast beef.
I got the horseshoe sauce right here.
You already got that RB sauce going on.
Oh, God. So she came around recently. She's officially out of her heat phase. And then she was more interested in me, petting her, and I fed her.
Oh, okay.
No, well, not like that, baby. But anyway, so
you're a little bit taller. You can actually reach this.
She's like, you look like daddy. And all of a sudden, he was like, oh.
He wanted some of that canine coochie, canine gina. My old boss used to say, I've gone places with the boner. I never would have gone with the shotgun. I instantly understood.
Sex makes you put your life on the line. Isn't that how they hunt? Isn't it like during mating season? Don't they hunt during mating season to get the bucks? I could have swore I've heard that's how.
Maybe. Dude.
Because they're completely.
Dude, a deer minding his business, just trying to get some, and you're going to kill him?
Yeah. Not for
him.
I
guess, right? Because they're going to, their risk analysis is off, I guess. They're going to be less cautious because they're trying to get some.
Oh, yeah. It's all about, that's how strong the instinct is, See, if you were a professional hunter, like if you've been doing this for a long time and you wanted to be decent, let him finish. Once he's coming off, bam.
No, give him a cigarette, high five him.
Yeah, man.
How was it compared to the others?
Be like, all right, now say cheese.
He just like slowly put it up to the back of his head while he's in the middle of talking. He's all, there was this one, Delilah, bam. And he's just
no, just look at the flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the flowers.
Just offing a deer right after he gets his nut.
Like, even though, we have more intelligence than animals, we're still like in the same game.
The instinct to reproduce still takes over our mind, and we just don't use common sense at all.
For some reason, I would look at women's armpits, right? Just
What?
It's not like I don't know if it's a fetish.
Yeah, sounds like it is.
It might be a little bit of a fetish. How clean are those armpits? Like if they look like they're completely like no like shadow or hair or like stubble, and they're just like clean, I'm like, that's hot. Is there like a quirk or like something that you like have like that with women?
I like women's hands. If their fingers aren't too thick, like a
man's hands?
like they're a diesel mechanic.
Yeah. Like they look like you could just snap your dick off.
I want those sandpaper mitts.
Let me give you a hand job there, big
Like
boy.
what does ruin it though is if you have those fake nails.
Those Cardi B nails. Every time I see those now, I'm always like, you know, she don't wipe her ass right. She got that dirty behind.
You think when she wipes her ass, she's like, ow. What's her husband, Offset?
Yeah.
She can't really finish him off in a hurry, right? She'll scratch him to pieces. It's like getting a hand job from Edward Scissorhands.
It's like making love to a cat.
Let's say something happens to him. He breaks both of his arms and he needs his ass wiped. He's like, I got it. He's like, no.
No, not again.
Call the neighbor. Call somebody. Not you. What about girls with big feet? Like long feet. She's got some stompers on her. Like when she walks, she kicks up dust. Like the leaves on trees shake.
That's gross. Another thing that I always look at too, for some reason, particularly if it's on a woman, if like the big toe is not the longest toe, you know how the second one sometimes will be longer than the big toe?
It's called a king's toe.
Yeah.
That Tim Duncan toe.
That's so weird. I don't know, man. You got to cut it off. I'd rather have the cartoon foot, you know, where it's like just in line.
Every imprint of Bigfoot, he does not have a king's toe. It's always that straight cartoon Cinderella foot looking thing.
If he like walked on you, he would like crush your spleen. He would like burst your liver and everything. ASMR. Have you heard about that? It stands for autonomous. Fuck. You have to look it up. I can't remember.
Autonomous sensory meridian response. This term refers to a tingling sensation often accompanied by a calming, pleasurable feeling. The tingle is said to originate in a person's head and spread to the spine and sometimes the limbs in response to stimulation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach Choi. He makes these food / ASMR videos. And at first, I didn't realize why I was so hooked on his videos. 30 seconds or less, he's showing you how to make this and then he eats it at the end. There's no music playing. No one's talking.
It's the sound.
It's the sounds of everything. The sizzling of the bacon or the meat. Apparently, some people love this shit. Other people, it irritates them. Like, particularly the people that can't stand the food smacking and stuff, those are the ones that irritates them. And then for me, it doesn't really bother me. It tastes better anyway. Like when you have some air, get the air. You want to get those notes.
You want to aerate it.
You want to aerate that bitch.
Get some extra oxygen on that food.
Yeah.
When I see those videos, right, like on YouTube Shorts, I hit the mute button. I mute it. I hate those noises. They're nasty. It sounds like bathroom noises. That noise of wet stuff and matter moving around. That sounds disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, there you go. There's the divide. How do you know if you fall on this side or this side? You know what I mean? Like
you watch the video and see how it makes you feel.
So I watch these other videos too where they're just like crunching shit.
If they're like crushing chips with their hand or chips or like croutons or something before they put them in a salad and it's quiet and you just hear, hey, mute this video now.
Some of these videos, these ASMR videos, they call it whisper porn. There's like 25 million views or something like that on these videos.
I think I saw one of them and I was like, what is this shit?
It's like another way to tap into your dopamine.
Do you think if you're more emotional minded, people who respond to things emotionally very easy, do you think they respond to this stuff better rather than somebody who's more just stoic? And
I kind of consider myself stoic. I mean, I have my emotions and stuff, but I'm very, very...
You can control.
I'm very experienced.
You're good at controlling your reactions and not letting emotion take over.
Yeah. I mean, during my training, I did serve 6 years as a Navy corpsman. So I did 2 tours to Iraq where I was essentially the medic for my unit. There was one instructor that had like seared this thought into my head. Hell could be coming and the sky could be falling. Everything's going to shit. We have to be the one that keeps it together because everyone's going to look at us. If we're losing our shit, then we're all fucked.
As a corpsman, you're the one person who needs to keep it together. You can't do that with an emotional mindset. Controlling your reaction to the situation and actively staying focused and keeping yourself calm regardless of the chaos. that's important in your job.
But I definitely felt it when I was watching some of these videos. I was like, okay, I feel these things. At a certain point, I started thinking about that movie too. I don't know if you've seen that movie, Get Out by Jordan Peele.
Nope.
Damn good movie, 10 out of 10, recommend. A certain scene in there where this person's using sounds to put this person in a different state of mind. I couldn't help but think about this ASMR stuff because I feel like, is this close to hypnosis? Is this how hypnosis is done?
When you listen to these, do you get like perverted feelings, or do you get a feeling of just being comfortable and safe? Or because I have no idea what I'm about to watch. I need to know if I'm going to have a boner. Do you get mixed feelings because you don't know what is going to happen when you listen to these? You kind of just relax and just let your brain do what it's going to do.
Yeah, just kind of go for the ride.
Let's watch the video, and then I have some questions.
Okay.
Kind of rabbit hole are we going down here?
Right.
This is strange. This one, do you want me to watch this one? This is weird.
Yeah, that one could be all right, yeah.
So just try to focus on the light and you'll relax, okay? How does this make you feel?
But it's her eyes too. Like, I just look into her eyes and I don't know, it's weird.
It doesn't bother you that this is not real?
I see.
Doesn't make you feel weird?
Not really.
Hi. Hello. Yes, I'm your therapist today. Voluntarily, but we can still make the best of it, right? Yeah. So what I heard was that you tried to release every animal from the zoo, so you decided to come here. That was definitely the
I'm not comfortable with the way she keeps on like doing this with her hands.
In and out, yeah.
Back up, I'm about to throw some jabs at her. I'm not promoting violence against women. Calm down. Somebody losing their shit right now. You just had that. I'm not a big fan of this. It's like super weird.
Like, I feel energy. You know what I mean? A lot of people that respond to this have like anxiety or ADHD, ADD.
I got both of those. Have you looked her up on Pornhub?
I did.
Is she on there?
No. If she was walking down a dark alley and I was walking in the other direction, she would be in danger. Serious danger.
Do you think this is a rabbit hole that you'll keep on exploring until it gets worse and worse? Men with porn addictions, I guess. Your brain gets used to that dopamine hit. So men keep on looking at crazier and crazier shit. And that's how some men get in trouble with the law. They keep on looking at crazier and crazier shit just to get that dopamine release. Do you foresee this for somebody who likes watching this stuff? They keep looking for more and more intense kind of stuff, but it's ASMR. It's not porn.
Yeah.
Can you see that going there?
Like I said, this is like something I've just felt like just stumbled upon. So I'm kind of intrigued that that this kind of thing even is a thing. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you see how many views this person has.
So what if you watch this, you get that sense of caring and what you need from a woman, right? Whatever it is, like mentally or psychologically. You get that from watching this, and then you start growing apart from like your spouse or something because she doesn't do that. But you get used to this because this is what really like
hits the spot, right?
Hits the spot. You see this becoming a problem for people. Like it's just like a weird issue, and then they're,
you know what?
Hey, I need you to whisper to me
you're
before I
something.
go to bed.
No, you're onto something. I think, yeah, it could definitely distance people from each other, because it's kind of like
going down a weird rabbit hole.
It's kind of like, it's like porn, but it's in this only in the sense that it releases the dopamine in the end. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same as porn because, you know.
But I can see the positive in it, right? The whispering and the sense of comfort makes you feel calm and safe. But the context is going to get crazier and crazier. I would be pretty sure they have something like this, but they're just speaking dirty to you. And instead of watching porn, you're listening to it. And it's something that you have visual rabbit holes that you go down and they get out of control and they hurt relationships. They just mess you up altogether. It's not good for you. Your brain is already used to the visual stimulation and dopamine release. So now this is another pathway into your brain, which is auditory. And I understand there's some visuals to it, but it's like, man, it's more about the audio part of the video. So now it's an auditory pathway that's backdooring into your brain to release a dopamine from a different angle where it's never been hit before.
Yeah.
And then you start getting addicted to that.
This is just one type of ASMR videos. There's other ones where like they do like the soap cutting. That's one of my favorites too.
And then you're hearing.
Yeah. And the crunching.
I think I could be okay with some of that if I didn't have to watch it. Like watching the knife slice through it, it's annoying. If I'm focused on something else and just listening to the sound, it might be okay. What if there are people out there who are addicted to shitting noises?
Oh,
like
I'm
that's
sure
relaxing.
there is. I'm sure there is.
And they look for like more and more intense. They're like the videos like level 5 chimichanga with ghost pepper sauce mixed with hot Cheetos blended up with milk. Oh. And then the person like puts a microphone next to the toilet and they're just blowing the toilet up.
Oh my God.
And then they publish it and then the person listens to it and they're like, yeah, level 5 chimichanga. And they're like, they have like a group forum.
Yeah.
And they're like, have you seen the level 5 chimichanga hot Cheetos with milk?
Oh, man.
And it's just the sound. And they're like, oh, my God, that one hit the spot.
They're like, if you think that's gnarly, you should check out the visuals with it.
And then the person doing it's all grunting. Oh.
They're like, help me. I'm bleeding.
They're telling their wife, get 911 on the phone now. And they're like, hey, Brad, this one's really good. The dude had to go to the hospital. And he's like, oh, my God, I can't wait to get off work to listen to this one. You think there are people out there like that?
Oh, I'm sure, dude. There's
just weird shit.
Yeah.
This is pretty weird. This, in my opinion, this ASMR thing is strange. I don't foresee myself going down this rabbit hole. I don't like auditory noises as it is, just noises. Where I get impatient, I'm trying to be patient, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Would you say it gets you so pissed off that you want to hurt an animal?
No, not an animal, but it can drive me to the point where I'm having violent thoughts. Just waiting for you to finish. In my head, I'm like looking at the size of the table and I'm like, I wonder how hard I can swing across this table, like when they're in like mid chew and their mouth is open.
If you had to fight any animal, just because like you're like, I don't fucking like your face.
Fight an animal because you don't like it?
Yeah. Or if you had to like fight one to the
You're
death.
like, you're the stupidest fucking animal ever. I hate you.
Yeah.
Like that?
What animal would you want to square off against?
Because I think it's like the stupidest animal. It's just stupid. Like I just don't like it.
Yeah. I'm going to go first. Fucking goose. All right. I hate geese. Dude, those motherfuckers are like so aggro for no fucking reason. Although I wasn't attacked by geese, I was attacked by ducks. And I don't even remember this. I was like a toddler and I was feeding ducks. My mom has the picture. She was like, yeah, after we took this picture, they attacked you. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, yeah, I had to save you because they were attacking you. And I was like, what the hell? And then when I was in Iraq, we were on this base where there was a big lake and there was this goose that was always around the area. Like, I'm not even anywhere near it, really. I'm like probably a good 50 feet or more, 100 feet or more away from it. But as soon as it saw me, it hissing and shit with its fucking wings out, and I had my gun, dude. I had my M4 on me with the ammunition too. I was like, bitch, I will fucking shoot you right now, and I'm gonna put this base like in the hospital. Like, what the hell's going on? And be like, sorry, I had to kill this motherfucker.
You're like, I got a terrorist.
Yeah, this goose was part of Al Qaeda. He was a part of ISIS.
Let me get this right. You got attacked by ducks.
Yeah.
You don't remember it.
Yeah.
But you hate geese.
Yes. It's just like a giant duck.
So if I could punch the shit out of any animal,
yeah,
an ostrich.
Yeah, I was gonna say ostrich too, but that's a big motherfucker.
They're in a bad mood for no reason. They look like assholes. They look like a mean old lady.
You would need a sword or something with that, dude.
Dude, they look like they got necks made out of steel.
Fuck that, dude. I'm talking about their legs or talons and shit.
The fact that they can run so fast and they can bite the shit out of you. If I could punch an ostrich and knock it out,
right,
that would be it. I would want to fight one of those male kangaroos that they look like they're on steroids.
Yeah.
I would straight up lose. They could kill you with one kick. They don't look like that all year round. During mating season,
they go shoot up real quick and they're like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh. They go from Australian to Austrian real quick. Oh, I get to the chopper. I'm right here. I'm right now. Come on, come get me. I'm ready.
There's one bird in Australia. This bird kills people.
Is it emu?
No. No matter what you do not approach these birds. You do not. They will kill you. They have like dinosaur claws on them. And there's videos of people getting fucked up.
That's the one.
It's called a cassowary. They're like insane. It's like the ostrich's crazy cousin.
Yeah, man. Looks like a punk rock version of the ostrich.
Cassowary attack, the first option. Cassowaries are the most dangerous bird on the planet. So I would not want to fight one, but I would.
If you did 2 swords or a sword and a shield or what? God.
Look at this thing.
Dude, it's got a fucking, oh my God.
Dude, this thing doesn't have arms.
Look at how fast it's coming.
Look at
oh. Swim? They can swim? No fucking.
Dude, look at it when it jumps.
Oh my God.
The world's deadliest bird.
So these things are out in the bush. You can just run across them. Man, look at him fucking that car up.
For real. It's got like fur on it, dude.
Don't lie on the ground. Yeah, they'll stomp you to death.
Shit.
Dude, it looks like a dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
What the
Oh,
hell?
you see those things sticking out from the
Yeah,
side
I
of
didn't
it?
even know they had that.
What the hell's
hiding
that?
shit?
Like bones that come out. Look how fast that thing runs. Living dinosaurs. They will
Dude.
fuck you up.
I don't even think like a sword would help you, like a katana or something. You would need like one of those, like a long dagger, like. But even then, I don't know, dude. These things will fuck you up, man. Oh, dude, they got so much they can mess with. Oh, fuck, dude.
And you know how crazy Australians are. And if they're saying stay away from them, they'll mess with crocodiles. But with this bird, they're like, oh no, mate.
Shit, man. If you had to go back in time and hunt and try any extinct animal.
What would I eat?
Yeah.
Dodo bird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder what a dodo bird tastes like.
Do you think people used to eat them?
What else could you use them for?
Stupidest bird ever. Like they're stupid and they're easy to catch.
Yeah.
That's why they call them dodo bird, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the term dodo came from. You dodo. You think dinosaur would taste good, like dinosaur meat?
The grass eaters for sure.
They're like giant lizard cows.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a thick hide. But once you get below that, it's all muscle.
What would be the closest to eating a dinosaur today?
I would say like an elephant, maybe.
What are the dinosaurs with the long necks that they saw in
Probably
Jurassic
crocodile.
Park?
Crocodile, actually, now I think about it.
Oh, crocodile is delicious.
I've
I've eaten alligator. It's so good. It's
Yeah.
got to be cooked right.
Yeah,
But it's really good.
I heard you can only really eat the flesh off of the tail.
You got some meat on the arms and legs, but the tail is the best part because it's mostly as a lot of meat.
Yeah, and I heard it doesn't taste fishy.
I always buy it already cooked. They have something called alligator bites.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so good.
I wouldn't mind checking it out.
So would you say that the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, when they pull up in the Jeep and he stands up and takes his glasses off, would you say that those maybe had the same type of skin as elephants?
I would think, yeah, they would have to be close to elephants. I mean, because just like the sheer size, they would have to resemble something like them, or rhinos even, so they have the real thick hide.
And you never hear of anybody eating rhinos or elephants.
True.
Would you eat giraffe neck?
Yeah, I'd try it. Why not? Anything that eats grass, I would pretty much be down to try.
So there's a reason people eat cows and not horses. Do you think horses taste similar to cows?
No, because I heard they used to eat horses quite often back in the day.
Eating your pet.
You could technically eat them once they're, dead.
I don't see why anybody would like eating a cat, right? You pet a cat, you don't feel a lot of meat on it. You don't like squeeze a cat and be like, man, look at all this meat.
Yeah.
To eat you.
Right, that's true.
I don't really do that with the dog either.
Yeah. I try not to be so judgmental about other countries. If they're eating those animals and we think it's like disgusting or exotic or whatever, it's because they did it because they didn't have a choice.
Well, just like in India, they think we're weird for eating cows. They're like, what? If I ever see an Indian person eating a steak, what's going on with you?
Yeah. Be like, burn them at the cross. Be like, heathen. You heard of Yacht Rock? Believe it or not, I've been listening to and I love Yacht Rock.
What?
You've heard of Yacht Rock. You just didn't know. When did Yacht Rock become a thing? 2005. A lot of these songs remind me of San Diego. Heart to Heart by Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Know who he
Sounds
is?
real awesome.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
But you imagine these old, rich-ass motherfuckers on their yachts having sex too.
You want to
Contemporary.
hear some yacht rock?
You want to know what gets daddy's balls jiggling?
I don't need any Viagra if I got some Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
Look how cheesy this fucking guy looks. This guy looks like he lives in the streets.
They're
1982.
Yeah.
You've been listening to this shit?
Yeah. Oh no, this is like, you're gonna be jamming out to it too. You'll be like, yeah.
Suck my dick.
Maybe I'm near the end. Into the Night by Benny Mardones. Everything in this song is good except for like the first line.
There's a disclaimer on this saying that this doesn't represent current views of society or something like that.
Definitely
There's something
not.
fucked up in this song.
Yeah. the very first like sentence, just go ahead and gloss over that and then you're good.
Okay.
But it's totally like,
Here
everybody's
we
like,
go.
hey, yo. Like, did he really just say that?
What is this? Is that a dude?
Yeah, it's a dude, right? Looks like a chick. But
Dude, this is straight up child molester shit. He looks like she's 12. He's sitting there singing to her.
yeah.
What the hell?
Wearing his Beetlejuice clothes.
How come they never cancel this damn guy?
He's
Straight
dead.
up cancel this guy.
He's dead, man.
He's doing it on video. He's singing to a kid.
You ever seen old photos? Like, I'm talking like Cowboy Day, 1800
Like
photos.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
pretty much
like-
when they started, like, hey, if we make this flash and we have this on
yeah.
you, we can capture this image.
Back when nobody was smiling and they'd always
Exactly.
make this face.
Who do you think was the first person to be like, hey,
Nobody looks happy.
smile? Who do you think did that first? Like,
I think maybe it happened that they happened to be laughing in the middle of a photo and they realized it looked pretty good.
that makes the most sense, right? That somebody would be like, you know what, this photo looks good. You guys laughing. Let's try to recreate that. How about you guys just smile? Show me some teeth, you know? Show me them pearly yellows.
Show me those woods.
Show me them butter yellows.
They had wooden teeth back then.
I know, right? How the hell?
Show me those wooden browns.
Can you imagine going to the dentist? Be like, yeah, we're going to have to put in that wooden tooth. Actually need 4 of them. Drink this bottle, and I'm going to hammer these here teeth in, okay? Get the nail and shit.
They're like, do you want a rosewood stain on your teeth or do you want more of walnut? Did you see old Clevis? He got the walnut.
He got termites.
He got the walnut. Dude.
That was Paul Wall's ancestor, Paul Wallace, the 7th. Got that hickory.
You got that hickory smile.
You got that hickory spine. You got that cherry tree grill there. Even George Washington wanted a piece of that. That's why he chopped it down. When's the last time anyone did candid photos? You can't do that anymore. Everyone's always like,
What?
No one does
What's candid photos?
Okay, you remember how we used to have those wind-ups back in the day, right? Polaroids, wind-ups, where you just go around and you're taking pictures, but sometimes you would just take pictures when people aren't even noticing you're taking pictures.
Yeah, and you just
capture
have
the
pictures
moment.
of life happening.
Yeah, candid photos, because nobody's like,
Well, nobody's
ready.
sharing them anymore.
no one's like, doing that shit.
I
It's
think
just
it's
like in the
because,
moment, like that's the one where you catch people like this, like the one eye, like,
you know,
or someone's
ugly.
eating something like, But we don't have those candid photos anymore because now we take them here. Be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's all the same damn photo, just 3 times.
You remember you buy the wind up,
Yeah.
and then when it's done, you take it to Walgreens and turn it in. Those people looked at everyone's photos.
For real.
They're like, look at these freaking creeps. Because I used to think, oh, they just process them, put them in the bag. Me and you worked at Walgreens. I'd be like, hey, get over here. Look at this picture. There was some idiot taking pictures of crimes he committed or something. And then went and turned the camera in. And of course, somebody called the cops. And then they arrested the dude when he showed up.
Damn.
What an idiot.
Fucking snitch.
Doesn't matter anymore. There's no nostalgia to them because the quality of the photos doesn't represent the time we're in anymore. You can see a photo from the 80s, you can see a photo from the 90s, even a photo from 2000. But after 2010, I guess, you could look at a picture from then, it looks just as good as the ones today. So, and now young people are like getting Polaroid cameras and like taking pictures of Polaroids and like hanging them up in their office cubicle or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Because they think it's like cool.
Yeah.
So do you think back in the 1800s when hygiene wasn't as good, husbands like kissing their wives or getting it on in the bedroom, that they just like, they were nose blind?
No.
because of the times? Or do you think they were like, oh, God, like their wooden teeth are rotting and stuff and they like.
No, I think. Well, you and I both know how savage guys can get when they haven't had any.
Before Summer's Eve and douche and all this stuff that. Whoa.
No,
Do
they
you
probably
think
don't
those
give a fuck.
secret home remedies back then? They like
No,
pack it with flour.
No, they'll just be like, just jump in the, draw yourself a bath and come on out here. Draw yourself a bath now, and you come on out here. Now we don't want things to get physical. Yeah, no, I think they don't give a shit. Okay, because like you and I both know, like if you were a guy, right, that never had even seen a pussy in your life, and you were already like 30, 38, they probably had one, maybe two.
They only seen their sisters.
Maybe two vaginas in their life, and then they were like, ooh, this stinks so good. It stinks very good.
Nasty.
Right?
Do you think women would like clean it with whiskey or something? What do you think they used? Do you think that there was even a thing back then? They're like, I got to get rid of this fish smell.
That's more of a 20th century thing, honestly. I don't think back well, maybe at least like the people that could afford it, but like for most people, I don't think they give a shit about it. Here's what I think. If you're going to shoot a movie where like your setting is like indigenous type of movies, you need to have your women not shave their legs or their armpits. Everyone's got to be hairy. It was all bush everywhere. If you grew up in that setting, you didn't know any better. You were like, oh yeah.
Did you see Betty's bush?
Did you see that bush on Barbara? She's got a fantastic bush underneath that bustle.
During pillow talk, the dude's just like laying there telling his woman about his day, and he's like stroking her armpit hair. Your hair so soft today.
It smells quite ripe. And I like how it curls.
I like when you make my hands smell like sweet onions.
Very fragrant, like my dinner.
When a man's got his hand on a revolver all day, it's nice to have some soft hair to come home to. He's like twirling the armpit hair around his finger. He's all...
Little bit of gunpowder on this one here. Little bit of onion. Number 4 out the door.